Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. We're always talking about how fast things are changing in e-commerce, right?
Yeah.
But today we're gonna zoom in on a piece of the puzzle that I think is the most important part,
Okay.
and that is understanding consumer behavior.
Absolutely.
Like if you can figure out why people buy what they buy,
Mm-hmm.
you're like golden.
You are so ahead of the game.
Right. Like you don't even need to predict the future
Right.
if you know what people want.
Exactly.
Now you're already there.
That's the key.
Yeah.
It's not about predicting the future as much as understanding those shifts in how people shop
Right.
and then how those shifts become trends
Yes.
that shape the market.
So we're basically going on a treasure hunt here.
I love that.
Right.
Yeah.
But instead of looking for gold,
Uh-huh.
we're looking for insights
Yeah. Valuable insights.
that can take your business to the next level.
That can take your business from just surviving to thriving.
Yes. So where do we even start with this? I mean, where do we start looking for these clues?
Well, a lot of folks just wait for trends to kind of hit them head on.
Right.
But the real opportunity is in spotting those signals early on, before they're obvious to everyone else.
Like finding those hidden gems.
It's like finding those hidden gems before the market gets too crowded.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So how do we find those hidden gems?
One of the simplest but most effective tools
Okay.
is Google Trends.
Oh, yeah. Google Trends.
Imagine you're selling athleisure wear, right?
Okay.
And you want to know if sustainable activewear is gaining traction.
Okay.
You just pop that into Google Trends and see the search volume over time.
Oh.
If it's steadily climbing, that's a potential gold mine right there.
It's like literally looking at what people are searching for.
Exactly.
And then what about social media? Because it feels like
Social media is huge.
every other post is like
It's like a trend hotspot.
a new trend.
Yeah, you can see what's going viral in real time. You can analyze hashtags
Right.
and really get a sense of what's capturing people's attention.
Yeah.
Like if you start seeing the same themes popping up across different platforms,
Oh.
you're onto something.
Yeah.
Let's say you see a surge in posts about eco-friendly fitness.
Okay.
That's a clear sign that sustainability is a growing concern for fitness enthusiasts.
Yeah. It's like having your finger on the pulse.
Yeah.
But there's another source of information that I think sometimes we forget about.
Okay.
And that's like
What's that?
the conversations that our customers are already having online.
You're so right.
Right.
Think about places like Reddit
Right.
or
Yeah.
Quora,
Mm-hmm.
even like industry-specific Facebook groups. People go there to share their experiences, to voice their frustrations,
Mm-hmm.
to rave about the products that they love.
Yeah.
And it's raw, it's unfiltered feedback,
Mhm.
and it can be incredibly valuable.
So if I'm a beauty brand and I'm seeing all these comments about the lack of vegan options for like a particular type of skincare that's like,
That's a trend alert right there.
that's a trend.
You hit a trend.
Ding, 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 we have a trend.
Exactly. And it's not just about identifying product gaps.
Yeah.
These conversations can reveal so much about your target audience.
Okay.
Like their values,
Yeah.
their pain points,
Right.
their aspirations.
Yeah.
It's like getting a direct line
Yeah.
into what they're truly looking for.
Okay, so we're actively hunting down trends,
Yes.
using data, social media, listening to our customers.
Uh-huh.
But are trends just kind of these random events that like pop up out of nowhere?
That's a great question.
Or is there something deeper?
And this gets to the heart of what we're talking about today.
What's it?
Trends are often reflections of evolving consumer behavior.
Mm-hmm.
To stay ahead of the game,
Mhm.
we need to understand the why behind the what.
So instead of just chasing trends,
Right. We're trying to understand the forces that are shaping the trends in the first place.
precisely, think about the shift towards sustainability.
Okay?
That's not just a fad.
Right.
It's a fundamental change in how people are viewing their purchases.
Mm-hmm.
They're more aware of the environmental and social impact of their choices,
Right.
and they're putting their money where their values are.
And that has like totally transformed the e-commerce landscape.
And it's
Like sustainable brands are thriving.
Yeah.
Even traditional companies are like scrambling
They're trying to catch up.
to incorporate
Yeah.
eco-friendly practices.
Absolutely. It's a perfect example of how understanding consumer behavior
Uh-huh.
can give you a competitive edge,
Yeah.
but it goes even deeper than that.
That's
It's
okay.
not just about understanding these big societal shifts.
Right.
It's about understanding the specific motivations and preferences of your customers.
Okay.
Are they prioritizing eco-friendly products?
Yeah.
Do they value personalized experiences? What are their pain points?
So how do we get those specific insights? Like, do we
Right.
need to become mind readers or something?
Oh, well, we can't read minds yet.
Right.
But there are some powerful tools that can get us pretty close.
Okay.
Remember all that data we were talking about?
Yeah.
It's not just for spotting trends.
Yeah.
It's a gold mine for understanding how your customers behave.
You're talking about like website analytics and stuff like that?
Exactly.
Right.
Tools like Hotjar can show you exactly where customers are spending their time on your website.
Interesting.
Imagine seeing a heat map
Okay.
that reveals that they're lingering on product descriptions or getting stuck at the checkout page.
That's like seeing your website through your customer's eyes.
It is.
That's so cool.
It is.
And what about abandoned carts?
Oh, abandoned carts, those are gold.
Like each one is like a clue.
Each one is a potential clue.
Yeah.
Are people bailing because shipping costs are too high?
Right.
Is the checkout process too complicated? By analyzing this data, you can pinpoint those friction points and optimize the entire customer experience.
It's amazing what we can learn from data that we already have.
It really is.
And let's not forget about reviews.
Oh, customer reviews are so valuable.
Yes, because if someone's taking the time to write a review, they have something to say.
They definitely have something to say.
Yeah.
Reviews are incredibly valuable.
Right.
Whether they're glowing praise or constructive criticism, they give you direct insights into what customers love and what they think could be improved. Plus, they can reveal emerging trends buried within those comments.
It's like having a focus group at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got data analytics, heat maps, abandoned carts, customer reviews.
Yeah.
It seems like we're building this like complete picture of our customers' behavior. But how do we actually use all this information to stay ahead of the curve?
That's where the magic of artificial intelligence comes in.
Oh, and
AI is revolutionizing e-commerce.
okay.
Especially when it comes to personalization.
Interesting.
We're talking about using data to tailor experiences that resonate with each individual customer.
So it's like treating your customers like people,
Exactly.
not just numbers.
Exactly.
Okay.
And AI allows you to do that at a scale
Yeah.
that wasn't possible before.
Yeah.
Let's start with demand forecasting.
Okay. Demand forecasting.
Think about how frustrating it is to run out of your best-selling products.
Oh, yeah.
Or get stuck with a warehouse full of items that nobody wants.
Oh, tell me about it. I've been there.
We've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Well, AI can actually help you avoid those headaches.
Okay.
AI algorithms can analyze historical sales data, seasonality, even things like upcoming holidays.
Wow.
Or weather patterns
Really?
to predict demand with incredible accuracy.
So it can tell me what products are going to be hot before they even...
It can give you a really good indication.
It's like a crystal ball for my inventory.
It's pretty close.
Okay, but it goes even further than that.
It does.
Right.
It does.
Because it can also help you spot those emerging trends in real time.
Yes.
So like, let's say a certain style of shoe is suddenly taking off on social media.
Oh.
The AI can pick up on that signal and then alert you.
Exactly.
So you can like restock.
Yeah, you can get a head start.
Or even like create a similar product before your competitors.
Yeah, before your competitors even know what hit them.
Wow, that's next level.
It is pretty powerful stuff.
But what about understanding the why behind those purchases?
Right.
Can AI help with that too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Machine learning algorithms can sift through mountains of data and uncover those hidden connections that humans might miss.
Yeah.
For example, let's say your data shows that people who buy coffee machines also tend to buy gourmet coffee beans within a month.
Okay.
A human might not spot that pattern.
Yeah.
But AI can, and then you can use that information to create targeted offers or bundles.
Right. So it's not just predicting what people will buy.
Right.
It's also revealing the motivations behind those purchases.
Yeah, exactly.
Which then allows us to create even more personalized and effective marketing.
Absolutely. And here's where it gets even more exciting.
Okay.
AI can also help you with dynamic pricing.
Okay.
It takes into account things like competitor pricing, demand fluctuations, even how sensitive your customers are to price changes.
Okay.
Imagine being able to adjust prices in real time to maximize profits without deterring customers.
This AI thing is like having a superpower.
It's like having a superpowered assistant who can analyze all this data and give you those insights.
Okay. But there's one more thing I've heard about AI that I'm dying to understand.
What's that?
And that is natural language processing.
Ah, yes. NLP.
NLP?
It's all about teaching computers to understand human language. And in e-commerce, it's incredibly powerful for analyzing customer reviews and social media conversations.
Okay.
Remember all those online communities we were talking about?
Yeah.
NLP can help you make sense of all that unstructured data.
So instead of reading through thousands of reviews,
Right.
we can use NLP to like automatically understand how people are feeling about our products.
Exactly.
And identify those key themes.
NLP can tell you if people are generally positive or negative.
Oh, wow.
What they love, what they hate.
Oh, okay.
And even spot emerging trends hidden within those conversations.
So it's like having a 247 focus group.
Exactly. It is.
This is all incredibly powerful.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff.
But I have to admit, the idea of incorporating AI into my business seems a little daunting.
I understand. It can seem a little overwhelming.
Complex and technical. Yeah. I don't know.
But the good news is AI is becoming increasingly accessible, even for small businesses. There are tons of user-friendly tools and platforms available.
Oh, that's good.
That can help you get started. Even if you don't have a background in data science.
So even if I'm not a tech wizard,
exactly,
I can still leverage the power of AI.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a relief.
Yeah.
So to better understand my customers and stay ahead of the game.
AI is no longer just for the big players.
Right.
It's a tool that can empower any business to make smarter decisions and create more personalized experiences.
Wow, this is a lot to take in. We've covered so much ground.
I know, right?
From actively hunting down trends to this like incredible potential of AI.
It's exciting stuff.
I know. Let's take a moment to pause.
Okay.
Let all this information like sink in.
Yeah, let it all marinate.
And we'll be right back.
Sounds good. Okay, so we've talked about how important it is to understand how customers behave.
Right.
And how AI can be a game changer.
Yeah.
But let's get practical here.
Oh, yeah.
What can you actually do?
Yes. I'm all about action.
What can we do?
One of the biggest traps I see businesses fall into is just imitating what everyone else is doing.
Oh, yeah.
They see a competitor having success, and they just copy them without really understanding why it's working.
Like just blindly following trends?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we need to understand the why behind the what. Just like with understanding trends, real innovation comes from knowing your customers so well that you can anticipate what they want and create an experience that feels personalized, not just copied.
Yeah.
And that often means looking beyond your own industry for inspiration.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So instead of just looking at what other companies in our like niche are doing, we should be looking for inspiration in other places.
Think about it. Your customers aren't just interacting with businesses in your industry. They're listening to music. They're watching movies. They're engaging with social causes.
All of these experiences shape their worldview and what they want to buy.
So it's like understanding the bigger picture.
Exactly. The cultural context that's influencing our customers. Exactly. Let's say you're a fashion brand. As seasons change, your customers aren't just looking for clothes. They want pieces that reflect who they are, their values, even their current mood.
Oh, interesting.
Predicting what they'll want means staying tuned in to those cultural shifts. Global events. Even things like what's happening in entertainment.
Oh, wow.
Like what music are they listening to? Like what movies are they watching?
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So if I'm selling athleisure wear and I noticed like there's this renewed interest in like vintage aesthetics and like 90s fashion. Maybe I start incorporating some like retro elements into my designs.
You're tapping into a broader cultural trend and translating it into something that makes sense for your audience. And guess what? AI can be a huge help here too.
Oh, really?
It can analyze mountains of data from different industries and identify those patterns that we might miss as humans.
So AI can help us see the connections between things that seem totally unrelated.
Yeah, the things that we might not see. AI can pick up on those signals.
And help us like uncover those opportunities.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
It is pretty powerful.
But even with all this information and like technology, sometimes I feel overwhelmed by how quickly things change.
You're not alone. Like the e-commerce landscape is constantly evolving.
Yeah, it feels like every time I turn around, there's something new.
There's a new trend.
A new platform.
A new platform. A new shiny object.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do we become more agile?
Right.
Like, how can we build that adaptability
That's the key.
into our business?
It starts with setting up systems that let you test ideas quickly and make changes based on what you learn. One of the most powerful tools you have is A/B testing.
Okay, A/B testing.
It's a simple concept, but it can have a massive impact.
For those who don't know, can you explain A/B testing?
Sure, you create two versions of something.
Okay.
It could be a product photo,
Okay.
the words you use in an ad, even your pricing.
Okay.
And you show each version to a different group of your audience,
Yeah.
and then you track which one performs better.
So instead of guessing what our customers will respond to,
Exactly.
we're letting the data guide our decisions.
You got it.
Okay.
A/B testing takes the guesswork out.
Right.
And it helps you fine-tune every part of your business. And it's an ongoing process. You're constantly testing, learning, and improving.
It's like a never-ending cycle of getting better.
Exactly.
What else can we do to stay ahead of the curve?
Another great strategy is the idea of micro-launches.
Micro-launches.
Okay. Instead of investing all your resources into one big product launch, try launching smaller, more targeted products or features to a smaller group.
Okay.
This lets you test the waters, get feedback, and make changes before going big.
So it's like dipping your toes in the pool.
Exactly.
Before you
cannonball in micro launches, let you be more experimental.
Okay.
Without putting your whole business at risk.
Right.
And speaking of feedback,
Yes.
making it easy for customers to share their thoughts and actually listening to what they say is critical for staying adaptable.
So you're saying, like, throughout their entire journey,
yes,
we should be asking them for feedback.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Use poll surveys, Q&A sessions on social media, feedback forms and emails, whatever works best for you.
Okay.
The key is making it easy for them to share and for you to listen.
Right. It's like those feedback loops.
Yeah.
That help us, like, learn and grow.
It's exactly.
But sometimes it feels impossible to keep up.
I get it.
With all these changes.
It's a lot. It is a lot to take in.
Just information coming at us from every direction.
You don't have to do everything at once.
Okay.
Pick one or two areas where you can make a real difference.
Choose our battles.
Choose your battles.
Focus on what's going to have the biggest impact.
Exactly. Yeah. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things. See what works. And be willing to change direction if something isn't working.
It's not about having, like, a rigid plan.
Right.
It's about being flexible.
The world of e-commerce is all about embracing change and being willing to adapt.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation.
It has been a good one.
Like we've talked about how important it is to understand what drives consumers.
Yeah.
How AI can be this, like, powerful tool and this need to be adaptable.
Right.
It seems like success in e-commerce isn't about following a set of rules, but it's about being curious, being adaptable.
That's the key.
Putting the customer at the center of everything.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
The businesses that really thrive in this space are the ones who never stop learning, experimenting, and evolving.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to challenge how things are done.
Yeah.
And try something new. And they're obsessed with understanding their customers and creating experiences that feel truly personalized.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I have one more question.
Okay.
We've talked about all these amazing tools and strategies, but what's the one thing you would recommend listeners focus on right now to start moving faster and smarter in the world of e-commerce?
If I had to pick just one thing, I'd say focus on building a system for gathering and analyzing customer insights. It doesn't have to be complicated or expensive.
So we're talking about going beyond just, like, collecting data and actually figuring out what it means.
Yeah, like how to use it. Start by thinking about the metrics that really matter to your business. Like, what questions are you trying to answer about your customers?
Like, what are their biggest pain points when they're shopping online?
Yeah.
What makes them click that buy button?
What
are they saying about our products?
Exactly.
In reviews and on social media.
Exactly. Once you know what you're looking for, then you can start building systems to actually collect and analyze that data.
Okay.
It could be as simple as setting up Google Analytics to track who's visiting your website and what they're doing, or using a tool like Hotjar to see where they're clicking and if they're getting stuck anywhere.
And we can't forget about those conversations happening online.
Oh, those are gold mines.
Like all those forums and review sites.
Make it a habit to spend some time each week just browsing through the places where your target audience is hanging out online.
Got it.
What are they saying about you and your competitors? What are their frustrations?
Right.
What are they wishing existed?
It's like having a direct line to what your ideal customer is thinking.
It is. And the best part is it's often totally free.
That's true.
And once you start gathering these insights, the real magic happens when you start connecting the dots.
Oh.
When you see the patterns emerge, that's when those aha moments happen and you uncover those opportunities that you wouldn't have seen otherwise.
That's like solving a puzzle.
I like that.
One piece of data at a time.
One piece of data at a time.
Until you see like the full picture of your customer.
Exactly. And the more data you have, the clearer that picture becomes. But remember, the ultimate goal isn't just to collect data. It's to use it to take action. What can you change about your products, your marketing, even your customer service, based on what you learn?
It's all about making those smarter decisions and building a business that truly revolves around the customer.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And remember, this is an ongoing process. The e-commerce world is constantly changing, and so are your customers. The key is to always be curious, be willing to adapt, and never stop learning.
This has been so insightful. I feel like I have a whole new set of tools and ideas.
I'm so glad to hear that. Remember, the world of e-commerce is full of possibilities for those who are willing to think creatively and embrace change.
So to all of our listeners out there, I challenge you to think about one area of your business where you could gather more customer insights or try a new approach. What's one small change you can make today?
Even small changes can make a big difference over time.
Yeah.
The key is to keep iterating, keep learning, and never stop striving to create amazing experiences for your customers.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of e-commerce trends and consumer behavior.
Absolutely.
Until next time, stay curious, stay adaptable, and keep crushing it.